Hello there YouTubers. So today I thought I'd do a video of my five favorite distributions that I would recommend for a brand new user coming to Linux. These are my five favorite ones because they make sense. They got a good point why I picked them, and you know why I basically picked them as something that's, you know, for a new Windows user, because more like you're from Windows and you're coming to Linux more than you are coming from a Mac to Linux. Well, this is why I picked these five distributions. Why are my five favorites? Okay, Zorin OS. Zorin OS is for those Windows users that have used Windows 7, XP, and they're moving to a new distribution or a new operating system, and they don't know, they want something similar to that operating system. Very similar, very similar. This is the distribution that does its job. Now basically it will resemble near enough the exact resemble of Windows 7 and Windows XP. Okay, now this works very nicely to those people that like to try Linux out but don't want to change the whole way of how to use or learn a whole new way of how to integrate the operating system, or to use a whole new operating system like Windows 8 did, Microsoft did with Windows 8. So it's just for those people that don't want to transfer a whole new experience. Okay, so you know, try it out for the first time, install it. You know, you can always try for a live session. All these distributions are live session approvable, so you can try it for a live session. If you don't like it, don't install it. Now, call it try before you buy. Alright, very easy. My second favorite Linux distribution is Ubuntu for new users. Of course it is. Now, it's not just Ubuntu version. There's Kubuntu, edubuntu, lubuntu, and did I say xubuntu? And kubuntu. I think I said kubuntu. So lubuntu, xubuntu, kubuntu, and xubuntu. Okay. I think there's a religious Ubuntu. I don't know what's that called, but I think it's called Christian Ubuntu or Christian Ubuntu or something. Search it up on Google, but I think the most ones are Ubuntu, edubuntu, kubuntu, and lubuntu. Let me explain. Ubuntu, it looks so much familiar to a Mac. Now, if you're a Macintosh hacker, yeah, again, Ubuntu would be a good operating system if you're a Mac Hackintosh user and you're thinking, I like Mac and I want to put it installed on my PC. I like Mac, I can't afford a Mac though. So Ubuntu is always the best, safest option to pick if you want a Mac look to a PC for your PC. Okay. Kubuntu. Kubuntu is a KDE operating system. It acts like Windows 7. It's pretty much closest to between Windows Vista to Windows 7 look. You know, it's very nice, very easy. Like I say in Zorin, but it's a bit different. Zorin's as close to Windows 7 as possible, but Kubuntu is a bit like Windows Vista look. You know, remember Windows Vista? Yeah, it looks a bit like that. Lubuntu looks like Windows 2000, like this. Now this is Lubuntu. You've noticed, a bit like Windows 2000, if you like that sort of thing. And Ubuntu, well, that looks like a very old, I could say Mac, maybe like a low-end Mac that's been stripped out and left with just that. It looks really good though. To be honest, I can show you a picture of xubuntu. Basically it's, or xubuntu or xubuntu. I'll call it xubuntu for some reason, but it's xubuntu or xubuntu. I'll show you a nice picture of it. That's the picture of Ubuntu. Very nice interface. It gets the job done. Oh yeah, and edubuntu looks like Ubuntu, but it uses educational programs. So if you have children that struggling at school and need really good help in education in life, edubuntu is perfect, just perfect for any educational needs. Okay, so now we've talked about Ubuntu based and xubuntu and lubuntu and kubuntu. I might show you a picture of Kubuntu as well. So kubuntu.org. Now that load for a couple of minutes. Okay, so this is Kubuntu. Let's show you a tour, take the feature tour. Okay, so you get that. Looks, look, you know, you can see what I mean. It's a bit like Windows Vista look, you know, a bit like Windows Vista. So if you've used Windows Vista / Windows 7, it's similar like that. But again, Kubuntu is a bit of a resource hog slightly. It needs quite a good graphics card. If you've got a good graphics card, Kubuntu is your distro. I know there's a lot of distributions to go through, but you know, it has to work for a certain user. Okay, now let's go into linuxmint. What is linuxmint? It's a Ubuntu based distribution, but with a bit of a twist. You see, they something used called Mate and Cinnamon. Now Cinnamon is like a remix of GNOME. Okay, it uses it's very light. It uses some of the GNOME features that is available in GNOME, but sort of modified it so it runs like Windows. Again, looks like Windows. Okay, a bit like Windows basically. A start menu, you know, and they've got the bottom panel and features. I can show you Mayor and Mate edition. I can show you it. Here's a picture of Mate edition. This is the look of Mate. Okay, and then this is the version to look at Zorin. Oh, Zorin. I meant Cinnamon. Sorry, not Zorin. My mistake. Ignore what I've just said about Zorin. Just Cinnamon. Because Zorin's like a modified version of GNOME as well. It uses less resources. Let load for a minute. Okay, so this is Cinnamon. Very nice, black. If you like that look, install it. Try it out for the very first time. Very good distribution. So you've got the Mate edition and Cinnamon. You've seen them both. Good. Okay, so now we've looked at linuxmint and it seems to be good. It's using 13.04, so you've got a 7-year, sorry my clap, but a 7-year release cycle, so it's up for 7 years. 7 years, my friends, 7 years. So I think it's 7, or was it 5? I can't remember. Anyway, so you've got linuxmint for a while, and now, my friends, we are moving to a netbook. So if you've got a netbook, I mean, everybody has a netbook somewhere or another. Using a netbook, a small little computer that is very small, don't have a CD drive, it's limited to what it can do. It's designed for netbook, and if it's got Intel Atom, it's a netbook definitely. If you've got a little computer that's just running Intel Atom, doesn't have a CD drive, and it's small and compact, it's a netbook. That's all I'm going to say. Those 3 little things, it's a netbook. No matter what it is, it will say on the sticker Intel Atom, it's a netbook. If it isn't, then it isn't. But usually, if it says Intel Atom, it's small, it's compact, got no CD drive, it's a netbook straight away. So now we're going to see jolicloud. jolicloud is a web application. Well, it's a web operating system. It's to basically be like a smart operating system. You know, again, the netbook is designed for netbooks. It's designed for the net, isn't it? Of course. And jolicloud sort of resembles that. It's sort of designed for the web and only for the web. So you've got every single feature you need for the web, for web access. They have a Chrome extension, or Chromium extension to install, so you can install it. And you can view your jolicloud desktop on any other desktop, either using the Chrome or Chromium browser, and you could view it because it's basically all webby stuff. That's what a netbook resembles by, you know, just for the web, and that's what it does. You've got all these little web apps. Nice. It looks really nice, don't it? It looks really easy. You can search for apps. You can install apps. You could like add apps to the application, like you could do with Android, and you could like play around with it. It's really straightforward, very easy to work with. It's pretty much not that difficult. It's a very nice distribution of Linux, but it works, and it's designed for netbooks, and mainly for netbooks. It's suitable for any netbook OS in the world. Okay. Now we've got to the point where we're thinking, you know, you see you've got an App Center, which is the A, big button with A. You've got storage, you can store your photos, plus you have an online account. I think you can get online accounts to Dropbox. You've got Google Drive you can connect to, you can connect to SkyDrive. If you've got any connections between them, you can transfer files and folders over that. and you've got Flickr integration, you've got Facebook, you've got all sorts of features you could install with this little netbook you have. You've got all the features without slowing it down. Do you know what I mean? That's what jolicloud's all about, having stored all these lovely web features but not slowing your system down, being fast, being speedy, doing this all the time. You know what I mean? That is jolicloud. Okay, so now we're going to my last but not least distribution, Peppermint OS. Why Peppermint as my final distribution? It's not my favourite because all of them are my favourite. There's no first to last or any of them. They're just in certain orders to obey to other users. But I recommend Zorin for any Windows users moving to another operating system. Okay, but now going to Peppermint. Peppermint is a light operating system, a bit like Lubuntu. Actually, it's exactly the same like Lubuntu, but it uses something called web apps like jolicloud. So it's like Lubuntu with jolicloud together as one operating system, and it's like that. But it's only but they call themselves a hybrid operating system. So meaning you could run a light distribution with all your favorite web apps without telling you can't, without telling you that you can't do as much things as what you could do with jolicloud. With jolicloud you can't connect a printer, you can't send a document over because it's designed for smaller end netbook computers. Of course, I mean, why would you do office work on a netbook? That's just ridiculous. You would do it on a laptop or an ultrabook or a desktop or something, not a netbook. But yeah, Peppermint is basically a light operating system for older computers, but it has all the features what jolicloud can have as well, like web apps. So you can have all those features in it, and they call themselves the hybrid system because of that sort of prospect. Very good operating system, very stable, very fast, gets stuff done, runs LXDE like Ubuntu, and that's basically it. There's not much more to say about it. Very nice. If you like a black dark theme, Peppermint's perfect for you. But in all, these are my five favourite distributions overall to Windows 8 as the alternative to Windows 8. If you like this distribution, if you like any of these distributions, please install them, please try them out, please try my live session. If you think Linux is the future of operating system for you as a user, try it out, or do you want to try Windows 8? I mean, it's up to you really as a user. So this is my end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, try these distributions out. All the links are in the description for every single distribution that's available. That's on what I've said on my video will be in the description. So you can pick any of these my 5 favorite distributions. Or you could say an extra 4 on top of that for edubuntu, lubuntu, and kubuntu. You can have a look at them as well. But most of the time, stick to Linux. Don't stick with Windows, and just have a good time with having fun with it. That's all I'm going to say to you there. Have a good day. Goodbye.